This is my mini web series. I don't know what to call it yet, but it's either anime analysis or only analysis or somewhere around there. But hello, my name is Maverick Augustine Carino. Today we have my guest, Alyssa. Um, if you don't mind, introduce yourself a little. Name, ethnic background, nationality, major, what you like about anime.
All right, so first, my name is Alyssa Marie General, and I am currently a creative media major at UH West Oahu. And let's see, I'm full Filipino. And as for why I like anime, honestly, it's it's just a fun thing to do in my free time. That it's just as simple as that.
My project or my senior capstone is mainly to do about a small analysis of certain animes regarding to specific themes. So I asked you before, did you watch the anime that I asked you?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So the theme that we're going for in this video is survival. So in the episode, in the anime, The Promised Neverland, I think it was episode 4 I had you watch.
No, it's episode 5, I
Episode
believe.
5? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Oh, okay.
But the questions that you gave me, it related to what was in the episode.
Oh, okay. Oh, did you
Yeah.
watch the whole thing?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, I seen here. I didn't watch the whole thing until maybe like last week. There's only one season and it
Oh.
sucks. So,
Oh wait, there's 2 seasons of Promised
oh,
Neverland.
speaking in regards to survival, uh, I've never had to necessarily had to survive like how they did, but in my
Mm-hmm.
own everyday life, survival was probably like growing up, uh, was to like ration food, watch how you spend money when you're going out spending, money on snacks or whatever, saving money, uh, looking out for bullies or whatnot. Yeah, growing up.
Yeah.
But that's my own personal experience for survival. Do you have your own experience of survival? I mean,
I've been trying to think about that, but I feel like I grew up in a very privileged life. Like I've
mhm.
always had like very kind and welcoming people around me. I never had to worry about food or like having like, you know, a roof on my head. It was automatic for me growing up. So,
Well, it's good to hear. Well, that's good to hear that you you're honest about it. But
mhm.
so going back to the anime, this I guess the episode I was talking about. So I guess Norman is one of the characters. There's three of them: Norman,
Yes,
Ray, and oh shoot, I forgot what the
Emma.
Emma. Yes. So Norman and Ray, they are extremely smart, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have their own ways of strategy. And I found that to be very enlightening, given that their age, they don't have any experience, like life experiences. So for them to be like planning ahead and looking forward 10 steps ahead, that's really what like an adult should be doing, or like a young adult should be doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So in Promised Neverland, why are they trying to survive?
Well, they're trying to survive so that they won't get killed and eaten. Yeah,
Right.
that's
Well,
pretty much it.
why are they getting eaten from?
Oh, I forgot the name of them, but there's these like monsters that aren't human that feed on kids.
Mm-hmm.
So like the smarter that you are, you apparently taste better.
Sounds kind of rough for the two characters at least. But I guess like Emma, she has her own intelligence as well,
Mm-hmm.
but not to like reduce her character or anything. But she 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 uh she introduces a new dynamic to the two geniuses as
Yeah, like I feel like she just has this like aura of like optimism
well.
compared to the
Yes,
other two.
it's
And like,
refreshing. Yeah, because the other two are so serious, but Norman was just different.
yeah.
The issue is surviving. Why aren't they trying to run away? Like as soon as they find out.
Well, it can't exactly work like that because they have their so-called mom, not their real mom, of course, but yeah, the mom is in charge of like keeping them all within like the farm grounds.
Mhm.
And I believe that like if they just escape on their own safe, their mom is not like a worry, then they'll have the monsters hunting them
Right.
down too. So
Right. There's always that aspect of the unknown because they got real their reality got broken when they found out like it's not really an orphanage, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So at the start of the episode, the two boys, Norman and Ray, are having this discussion. What are they talking about?
So in that discussion, basically, they're talking about how Ray is a spy. He's like this informant for the mother and has been for several years now. With that, they go and like I guess like discuss amongst each other on how they can work together while like taking advantage of Ray's position as this informant and working on the kid side.
It's real intense, and you don't see this among. I mean, like you wouldn't expect it among these kids. They're supposed to be like what 11, 12 around
Yeah,
there,
about
right?
like really young.
Yeah, and to see that uh, in the eyes of those kids, it's very dark, right?
Hmm.
You look at the cover of this anime and you're like, oh, they drew the characters so cute. And like, oh yeah, it's so happy go lucky, but it's not. So what does Ray offer for Norman's cooperation?
For Norman's cooperation, I believe if I remember correctly, it's any like intel that he gathers, and also he offers to like spread lies to the mom.
Yeah.
And yeah, the condition for that is that Norman has to go and trick Emma into
Mhm.
thinking that those three plus Gilda and Dawn or wait, sorry, no, I got it mixed up. To trick Emma into thinking that everyone will be escaping with them when it's just like the five of them.
When I first saw that episode, I was like, oh God, he's so like heartless. You know what I mean? I was like, wow, it's so cutthroat for him. But like, how does Norman find out who the spy is?
So Norman sets up this trap by telling these three different people, including Ray, I believe, like where rope this like rope is like
Mm-hmm.
located. But then he actually tells them these three different locations, and the one location that he told Ray was underneath the bed, and it just so happens that the rope was missing under the bed. So it's
I
pretty easy
know.
for him.
I know that was such like a strategic pro
It's actually
gamer
really
move.
smart. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I wouldn't have thought of that. You know what I mean, like
Hmm.
that's really as strategic, tactical, however you want to put it. It's so like raw or I don't know how to explain it for kids to be thinking this way. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not normal, I would say. When he finds out Ray is the spy, they plan, right? We already discussed it. Like
Hmm.
it's been going on for many years. Do they fight? Do they stop working with each other?
Um, no, it seems like all is good. Like Norman honestly just wants them to be the same as they were before. It doesn't
Yeah.
seem too bad for him, but it
It
does
um
seem like Norman's kind of frustrated with the fact that he was a spy all along.
it almost like seemed like Norman already knew whether or not the outcome was gonna be if he was or not. He was already planning if he was or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have watched 4 and 5. Episodes 4 and 5, sorry.
Well, I watched episode 4 like a long time ago, so I can't really remember that right now.
Oh,
So I've
but
only watched episode 5 since you mentioned that.
okay. So
Yeah.
episode 5. Um, what happened at the end of that one? I forgot.
Trying to
Was
remember the very end. Oh, Dawn and Gilda, they were just like opening up this like secret door, and
mhm.
then yeah, the actual
Yes.
door was like opening it up, and yeah, they got scared.
That was the mom's secret room, right?
Yeah.
Going back to the theme, survival. Do any of the characters have any magical powers?
I don't think so,
They
no.
don't deal with spirit like magic casting or
No,
summoning the devil or anything, right?
not at all.
No, right? So in that sense, it's supposed to be like put in a real life situation, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
almost
Yeah,
like a twisted future.
you could almost place yourself in their situation, if
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
can
mistaken, right?
like empathize with
Yeah,
what they're dealing with.
I think that's why I kept watching. What kept your interest in this anime?
Um, Personally for me, it's more so because like I want to find out like how this all started. And like obviously you don't get your answer for that in season one.
It's always the
Uh
unknown that pushed the envelope. What lessons would you take away from after watching this particular episode? Not the whole anime because there's like a lot of messes, but this
yeah.
particular episode because he finds out that Ray's, you know, he's a double agent and he continues to work with him even after they tell Emma. Emma's like, "Oh, help us survive," right? And she doesn't really care. She just wants everyone to survive. And she gave him that cold look. I remember that cold look, like, oh, she wants to be, she wants her family safe. But
Mm-hmm.
even after exposing himself as a double agent, as a spy, they continue to work with each other, which is almost unethical. But in regards to surviving, they're willing to, go that extra mile and say, my enemy is my friend. What lesson I would take away was like plan ahead because it's, oh man, they were unfortunate from the get-go.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. This is my last follow-up question. To the best of your knowledge, among all the characters introduced in this anime, so in the whole series,
Mhm.
um, who are you most connected to?
Oh, easy. For me, it would be Gilda.
Yoda.
Like she's not even like a main character. She's like a side character, and honestly, I already relate in like that aspect of life. But like also she seems like really introverted and like just like and I feel like I kind of do the same in
Mhm.
person. Yeah.
Could you explain who Gyora is?
Oh, so Gilda, um let's see. God, I'm sorry. It's been a while,
Oh
but
no, 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 don't worry, take your time.
so she's the one with like circular glasses, has like short hair. I believe it's green, and she basically works with three main characters plus Dawn, with their plan to like escape from the farm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we skipped the first four episodes. The two, I think it was Norman and Emma. They're the ones who find out the truth about what the place is. After they find the truth, they go back to the orphanage. Why don't they tell everyone then what they
Oh,
found?
that would freak everyone out for sure.
Yeah, they don't want to
Like,
cause a panic, right?
yeah.
Right. But during that whole time, oh no, Ray already knew.
Mm-hmm.
Ray had known from like a long time ago, apparently. They were having close encounters with Mom, the mom character, because she was trying to do her own investigation because
Mm-hmm.
they left the bunny behind in episode one. I was like, oh man, it's such a stupid mistake, but you got to remember like these are just kids, and
Yeah.
how they handled that situation was just beyond me because I would have freaked out.
I know, same here.
Yeah. And Norman was afraid of Emma lying to Mom about finding out the truth. There were situations where Mom would just catch her off guard and she'd have to act and pretend a certain way. But Norman underestimate her time and time again because she could definitely hold her own. Would you say in those episodes was Norman justified in worrying about Emma?
I think it was completely justified in worrying about Emma just based on like what they discovered. That's already like a hard topic to just really like acknowledge.
I agree. I forgot when they added Dawn and Yoda into their group. I forgot when that happened. Would you have added them as well because it was just the three of them. I think that would have been fine, but as the story progresses, you'll find out why they were important. But without knowing that knowledge, would you include people on the truth?
Well, that's kind of difficult. Like, I understand like why they added like Dawn and Gilda, like they are on the older side compared to the other kids.
Mm-hmm.
But before knowing that Ray was the like informant, that would be like really scary to like know like who can I trust here? Yeah.
Right, right. I would have thought. I mean, if I was one of the kids, I would have thought they were lying. Actually, like, oh, they're just doing this for attention. But it's hard. It's difficult to understand their position because um, they're just kids in an orphanage. Who would believe?
Yeah.
Mom. So mom is I guess, the boss, sort of
Yeah,
like
pretty
the
much.
boss. Yeah. What does she have to keep tabs on the kids?
Oh, they have these tracking devices on them.
Oh my God, that's so sick. I was I was shocked when I heard that. When I found that out, I was like, oh my God. So where these tracking devices, how does she see them?
I know it's like some kind of like device that she uses and it's like dots on like a map
Hmm.
almost.
It's like a sonar radar, I believe.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
pocket watch, I think she had. And she takes it out and it beeps. I don't know if you watch Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z. It works like a Dragon Ball radar, that sort of thing, or
Hmm.
submarine sonar radar. After finding that, she almost keeps tabs on. I mean, she already has an idea who the two kids that know the truth. She's just trying to expose them
Yeah.
at the time. In order for mom's plan to work, what does she do?
Like what does she do in general?
Yeah.
Oh, well, so she basically takes care of the kids by feeding them, but then also administers these written exams to, I guess, like test their intelligence.
Yeah.
So, like, she's basically trying to breed the best kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we discussed it earlier. The smarter they are, the more delicious they taste. Apparently, graphic and to the kids. Well, I believe that's all questions I have. So we're at the end of the interview. Thank you for coming. It's really nice to have you here. Thank you for making time and responding to my emails. Episode on survival. My name is Margaret Augustin Carino, and see you in the next one.